Alright guys, this is me again with another video. This time this video has to do with Hurricane Florence. Florence, in the earlier video I posted this morning, from last night it did intensify quite a bit. It actually became a hurricane yesterday, and within a matter of hours, less than 24 hours, it just became a hurricane. Now, the interesting fact is that how it went from like hurricane category 1 to a category 4 on the same day. So that's something to keep an eye on, because all models are showing it to get dangerously close to the United States. So if you are in the East Coast, all the way from Florida to all the way up basically to Maine, you need to keep an eye on that. If you are in the Bahamas, even more so, because Hurricane Florence is going to be a dangerous storm. All the models are pretty much, or the majority of the models are coming in conclusion or into agreement that Florence is definitely going to be, it will be getting very close to the United States. There's just no buts about it. Now, how close, how strong is it going to be? Those are some of the things that we don't know, and we will have to wait and see. But so far, some of the models, as of one today, that it literally had the pressure down to 895 millibars. I'm sorry. I was talking about miles. I don't know why. 895 millibars. That is insanely low. Extremely low. Not even Hurricane Irma at its peak, it had a pressure that low. I think Irma went down, I think it had pressure of like 912 millibars or 910, something like that. And that's at its peak with 185 mile per hour winds. So 895, that's insanely low. I think the last hurricane to get that kind of pressure was Hurricane Wilma in 05, I want to say, which it went to the 890s, I believe, or 880s, and that was insane. So now again, those are models. Models are often wrong, but when you start having a bunch of computer models agreeing that it is going to be very close to the United States, is something to keep an eye on. The deciding factor right now is there's high pressures that are going to start building and coming down from Canada. Depending on the timing, if those high pressures happen to come in faster than Florence, those pressures are going to just basically steer it towards the US. Now there is a break between two high pressures. That might be the opportunity for Florence to go out to sea, but everything is pointing out that's not going to happen, unfortunately to say. But basically, something to keep an eye on. The other thing is the disturbance that is soon to be a depression, if it is not already, is pretty far south. I would say if you're in the islands, keep an eye on that, because it's so far south that its track is pretty much going to be west. And that's what all the models are showing also. Some models are actually showing it to just go straight to Puerto Rico. So you guys in Puerto Rico need to pay attention. Hopefully that doesn't happen, because you don't need another storm for a long time, if anything ever. But everything is pointing out, some of the models are pointing out that it's going straight to Puerto Rico. But and again, that could change. So anybody in the islands, and even in Florida, we all need to pay attention to that. And then right behind that one, there's another African wave coming out to sea. Same thing. We need to stay alert and be prepared. If anything changes, I will give you guys an update. But so far, the major concern right now is, what is Hurricane Florence going to do? Is it going to curve and go out to sea? Is it going to impact the United East Coast? That's what we're waiting. But right now it's a category 4 and it has 130 mile per hour winds. So That's the latest update as of today. It's 8:17 p.m. on September 5th. I'll keep you guys posted if anything changes or any more updates, probably tomorrow.